Okay, well, we would begin, and first of all, I would like to greet our guests here from all over the world, and obviously Israel. And just before introducing our first distinguished greeting guest, I would just like to say that I'm really very happy to be here again, and I feel that the initiative that we started during the Hungarian EU presidency in 2011, which means that this is now the fourth occasion of this conference or workshop. This is really something became important out of it, because I think that there are a lot of things to share between Israelis and between the EU member states, and as someone who has spent like 5 years in Israel, and now I'm working in this field in Hungary as well, in the field of innovation and R&D, I can say that we can learn a lot from what we can see here in Israel. And also it is very important to not just to exchange ideas, but to do things. So, and one of the important things here in Israel, what you can learn is that they are doing things. And I think that the lot of ideas that emerge here are something that we should pursue on all levels in the EU, and also the other way around. It's very important for Israel to be in this family of nations of the European Union. So I think that this is an absolutely win-win situation for all of us, and not to speak about the pleasure of being here in sunny Tel Aviv after weeks of rain all over Europe. So first of all, I would like to ask Lars Faborg Andersen, the ambassador of the European Union, the head of the EU delegation in Israel, to say his greeting words.
Thank you very much. Joseph Wadi, Chief Scientist, Avi Hassan, and fellow ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to welcome you to the EU-Israel Innovation Seminar, which this year has the subject of the place of venture capital in the innovation ecosystem. This is actually the fourth year that we, together with the embassies of the member states, have hosted the EU-Israeli Innovation Seminar. And this year's seminar takes place within the DLD Innovation Festival, and we are very grateful to Yossi Wadi for suggesting that we become part of this activity-packed Innovation Week. And we have also joined forces with the Israeli Advanced Technology Industries and the ICERT, whose assistance and guidance in organizing this have been invaluable. The response to the invitation to the seminar has been outstanding. We are close to 50 European representatives from 15 European member states who have been joined by around 60 Israeli colleagues, and of course our colleagues from the EU embassies here as well. This is indeed a great turnout and an indication of the importance that both sides, both the Israelis and the Europeans, attach to this kind of cooperation in the field of research and innovation. It also shows, I believe, that we understand that we have a great deal to learn from one another. The new RD framework program, Horizon 2020, which was launched at the beginning of this year, has been designed to bring together all the EU-level funding for research and innovation under one single roof in order to support the research community in a seamless fashion at every step of the journey, from excellent fundamental research all the way to innovative products, services, and processes. We are very happy that some of the hurdles that were encountered have been overcome, and that Israel is now a full participant in the Horizon 2020 program. Before concluding, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give a special vote of thanks to our session's chair, Lasho Korani, who initiated the EU-Israeli Innovation Seminar 4 years ago when he was posted here, incidentally, as a science counselor for Hungary. I would also like to wish you all a successful and fruitful day of discussions, which I hope will be a sound basis for future cooperation between Israel and the EU in this very important area. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, and thank you for your nice and kind words. And I would like to ask Avi Hasson, the chief scientist. And here there is the precise definition of his position, but everyone in Israel and outside of Israel is talking about him only as the chief scientist without any adjectives. Although maybe legally this is not exactly the case, but in the world, and obviously in Israel, he's known as the chief scientist of Israel, and this is very good that such a position is so important in a country. We would like to see that in many places as well. So, Avi, please, I would like to ask you to say your greetings.
Thank you, Laszlo. So good to see you back. I had the pleasure of attending this seminar from its inception. It's good to be back, and it's especially good to be speaking before Yossi and not after him. So I thank you for that as well. I think this seminar represents a lot of what we believe in within the Office of the Chief Scientist, because it talks about collaboration, and it talks about public-private partnership, which we're strong believers on. And it speaks about the role of venture capital within the innovation ecosystem. And it also connects, in this case, the EU and the Israeli ecosystem, but the world of international collaboration is, again, one of our pillars of our policy and has been so for many, many years. This partnership between government and venture capital started in Israel 20 years ago because it was through a chief scientist program called Yozma that the venture capital industry was created. And of course, from that initial investment rose really a world-class industry supporting today what we see. And even though the model has changed significantly over the years, and venture capital of today is not the venture capital of 10 years ago, and the respective role of venture capital within financing young startups has changed with the rise of angel investors and crowdfunding and many new and interesting funding mechanisms. Still, when I'm asked, and I'm often asked in my visits abroad, what is the secret of the startup nation? I say, at the end of the day, it's very simple. It's human capital and venture capital. And that's all there is to it. And now you need the exact recipe of how much quantities and how much time should it be in the oven. That's a little bit more tricky. But at the end of the day, these are the two components that make a successful innovation ecosystem and a strong knowledge economy what it is. And I always say that venture capital will never disappear. It might change, it might completely transform itself, but it serves a need that no other financial entity serves. The funding of early stage, high risk startup companies. They could be technology companies and they could not be technology companies. By the way, FedEx was supported by venture capital in its early days. That role is here to stay. So I think the more we discuss about it, the more we share perspectives, the more we learn about what are the new models, the better. Because I will say that this industry, as all of us, need to evolve and transform. You know what, I cannot not to mention yesterday's decision of the Israeli cabinet in which it approves a reform we've been pushing to create a new National Technology and Innovation Administration, replacing the Office of the Chief Scientist and Matimop and other entities you might be familiar. The main motivation for that is exactly that. With the environment changing, with new challenges arising, we cannot stay with the old models. We need to keep evolving, keep transforming, keep changing. And the best way we can do that is through international collaboration. Because none of us has neither all the intelligence or all the right answers. And it is through that collaboration and through working together that we can really achieve goals which are, and I strongly believe in that, mutually beneficial. So as part of that, we're very glad to be, again, a part of the European community in Horizon 2020. And as the ambassador knows, and probably some of you know, we did not wait for the lawyers to finish their process, and we've been working through ISERD, which is our entity managing all our European research in innovation, collaboration. We've been working as if we are already formal members. We wouldn't want to wait for any formal process, and we've put a very high bar, so we would like to see the next 7 years at least as successful as the last frame program. Looking at the attendance, looking at our good friends, I'm pretty sure this will be the case. So I want to thank you for coming and spending the time for us. I want to thank Yossi for everything he's doing, but specifically for what DLD has become. I think it's amazing to see the growth of this event from something that was, I would say, intimate, sort of, for a small community of connoisseurs, really putting itself as a landmark event, not only in the Israeli innovation community, but actually in the global one. So thank you all. I wish us a very fruitful event and a very, very successful and enjoyable Innovation Week.
Thank you, Avi. And now I would like to ask Yossi Vardi. He is, well, this is the country of the prophets, and in old times there were prophets coming out of this area, and we have some of our modern day prophets, and Yossi is definitely one of them, the prophet of innovation and startups, and he's well known all over the world. So I would like to ask him to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I just would like to thank you for this very kind introduction and remind all of us what was written in the Talmud, that since the destruction of the Second Temple, prophecy was given to the idiots. So thank you for including me in this category. Mr. Ambassador, Avi Hasson, my very good friend, Yoav Shlush. Yoav, would you please stand up and bow nicely? Yeah, Yoav is entitled to a round of applause. He is the chairman of the Israel Advanced Technology Industry Association and a major part of what's going on. It's really a pleasure to actually open the series of the DLD events with this wonderful meeting regarding investments with the EU. EU traditionally was and is one of our main partners in anything to do with high-tech, in anything to do with export, in anything to do with investments of foreign companies in Israel, especially in the last few years. We see here a lot of investments of European major companies, starting with practically every telecom company in Europe is doing here investment, other high-tech energy companies from France, from Spain, from Germany, from the UK. What is more important, I would like to suggest, is the shared value system that we have with many of our European colleagues. We believe in democracy, we believe in inclusion. We practice it maybe a little less good as we believe, but this is one of our fundamentals, values, and the list goes on. And as with any good friends, sometimes we have disagreement, sometimes we are right, sometimes you are right. I hope we will be able to resolve them. But all of them are not in the high-tech sector. One area which is kind of standalone is the high-tech area where we really see things eye to eye. So thank you for doing this seminar. I would like to thank very much the people of the EU delegation who have put this seminar. Yeah, can you please stand up? Can you give a round of applause to Ms. Meyer who put the thing together? I would like to thank the many ambassadors and the many trade officers and commerce people in the embassies which played a major role in making this event successful. Last year we had 1,300 visitors from abroad. This year we are going to have a little bit more. I don't know if it will be 1,350 or 1,400. I will be able to tell it to you on Wednesday. But in spite of all the difficulties of the last month, we have this year more people than last year, and I think this is really a tribute to what Israel has to offer in the high-tech and in the digital space. Usually this is what we say when you begin to drill with the people why they are coming. They say it's high-tech, but at the end of the day you understand it's the beach, it's the playing mud court, it's the food, it's the weather. So we have to thank the gentleman who is in charge of the weather for putting this great weather. We have people from 67 countries came to this event, and I think I already have talked too much like I'm doing. I would like also to thank the Oscar people for putting this wonderful event together. This is Reut over there. You can give her a round of applause. We have close to 90 events. I invite you to go to the site of the festival, www.dldtelaviv.com, and to get totally confused by what you will see there. We are using what we call the Chinese menu paradigm. The idea, we give you so many options that you don't know what to select, but you leave the event with the feeling that you didn't have everything you want and you have to come again. So please go to the thing. Last thank is to the municipality of Tel Aviv, our partner in everything and in the sponsors. So I wish you a great conference, lot of good investments, and I'm looking forward to host you and to work with you next year again. And Avi, I would like to wish you success in this new endeavor under the assumption that you will be the head of this new authority. And if anybody would like to push Avi and to try to take this place, this is the right moment. Thank you very much.